The Nittany Lions headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will get the ball first. And here comes Bryce Underwood. They were all over him for the entire game last time out. 3 sacks and a couple of picks. Be changing the route. Here's Underwood to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They'll move the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Makes the grab. It's Marsh. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. You've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Throwing, Underwood. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. The Wolverines line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. The Nittany Lions offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And finding space to throw the football against this secondary will be a challenge.
And this talented guy out wide, man, for this offense, he has had his way this season. This will be the biggest challenge for him. And what's the answers on that side? What do they present? Nobody's really been able to stop him, and he's going to get his. But, Palmer, how do they limit the damage, and how do they maybe focus on him and make others beat you?
Well, they talked to us this week on defense. They said, look, we want to play zone as much as we can. We need to bracket him as often as possible in and out, but we know he's going to line up in different spots, so obviously we've got to communicate. The one thing the quarterback told us this week is, I don't care where he lines up, and I don't care who they cover him with, if it's 1 or 2 guys, I'm still throwing him the football because I know he is going to make plays.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. With the catch, it's Sowell. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end of season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Slides to the ground after picking up the first. Great play on 2nd and short.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Back to throw, it's Beck. Oh, they're after him. Right on the money. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. The Nittany Lions go back to work after moving the chains through the air. To the air on first down. The screen, he can go. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The completion short of the sticks, it's second down. Looking to fire. Setting up the screen. Breaks into the open. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Gets rid of it. Got it! They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Nittany Lions, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. A first down run in the red zone. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Underwood. That's caught. It's Hansen. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
The short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
He's going to run it. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They throw it in reverse as that's the final play here in the first period. We've reached a break and Penn State is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. And the Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Marshall. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
3rd and 3. Motion from the wide receiver. Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. On target. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And you blitz me, I'm getting the ball out of my hands. Really good job understanding that by the offensive coordinator, this quarterback, seeing the blitz, getting the ball to a playmaker, letting him do some damage. And more importantly, I don't have to throw it way down the field. Just get the first down.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Trying to move them on the counter.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Corners are going to bail. To the air. It's Beck. Myers on the move. Makes the grab. It's Sowell. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And on that play, great job by the receiver working his way through the traffic in the middle of the field. That's a crossing route. It's going to take him a couple seconds to get all the way to the other side of the field, but really nice awareness by him, making the catch, coming up with a...
Got a little grass.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
After the 9-yard completion, the playbook wide open on 2nd and 1. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Hansen. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man on the right. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like
There he goes! A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big game for the offense.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Here's Underwood to throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having...
Lets it fly deep downfield. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Now on the move. Takes it the other way. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit. The Nittany Lions want to move quickly.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Fires toward the target. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Takes the easy completion. Oh, he's got some space. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46. First and 10. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Sowell. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
The Nittany Lions go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Pressure coming. Hines is tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. He'll pull it down. Finds a crease at the 20. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. To the air, it's Beck. Finds his big tight end. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separate.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Play action with Underwood. Shoots it to the left. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. Let's lead things off with Houston taking on the number 6 team, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. And it's the Cougars, not even blinking in this top 25 matchup. They took the lead on the opening drive of the game, and they've been adding to it ever since. Tough to imagine a halftime pep talk is going to change things. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Wolverines will kick it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
I caught up with the Penn State head coach coming out of the locker room. He is so excited about how his quarterback has performed. They did have a lot of high expectations for him, and he has lived up to the challenge. They get the ball here, and they are expecting to go right down the field, regain some of that momentum that their quarterback had in the first half, and make sure he is setting the tone for the second. Back to you.
Okay, Holly.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Wide receiver going in motion. The RPO, it's complete. Turning it on. And the Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback keep. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Fires quickly. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now at wide receiver. You get in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger gain.
Makes the grab in their space. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The run inside. It's Hansen. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Back to pass. It's Beck. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row. Now they've got to find a rhythm.
Breaks into the open. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Line gets set, first down. Throwing, Underwood. Makes the catch, it's Marshall. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here.
He wants to go deep. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down.
And man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Underwood. Now improvising. He'll try to do it himself. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Throws to the tight end. On target to the left. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Bought a little time. Lets it go. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Michigan.
And finally, guys, we've been talking about this offense. When are they going to get it going? When are they going to have that spark? They make the play. They finally get on the board. Now, can they keep the momentum going? Can they play complementary football? Can the defense get a few stops and the offense keep this up?
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Hold it, finds his man on the left. Stumbled to the ground.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
And after that last one, perhaps the emphasis should be on forward pass on 2nd down. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. The Nittany Lions will punt it away on 4th down. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll field the punt and take it back. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. So here comes the Michigan offense. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Slings it downfield. And wings it incomplete.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays. And now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing game.
Quickly quickly to the tight end. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down. Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Looking for a big play. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Touchdown, Michigan! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, there's some plays where you just have to have it if you're going to have a chance to win a game, and that was one right there for the offense, David. 4th down, and they come up with a massive touchdown, a big-time play to cut into this lead. There's still time left on the clock, but they have a lot of momentum on their side right now.
And how deflating is that for this defense, man? You got them in 4th down. You got the lead. You got it everything right where you want it. You could almost end the football game, and you give up the big play and momentum.
There he goes. Big play on that one as he works his way all the way to the 28-yard line.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long.
A shot toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back. It's Beck. Gets it to the back. Picked up 4 yards, now looking at 3rd and 6.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? You've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a grab. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Nittany Lions line it up with a 1st and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Penn State! Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the 4th. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Here's Underwood to throw. Fires left. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Still looking on the move. He's going to fire to the left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Well, this defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the 4th quarter, and still, he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. The Wolverines will hustle to the line.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively,
and it's his 4th interception of the night. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40, the 20, and he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Under fire. Going to try to get it himself. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe two, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Throwing, Underwood. Here comes the heat. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the air, it's Underwood. That's caught, it's Marsh.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. The Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. He'll pull it down and run. Oh, he's got some space. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Reads it, fires complete.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Makes the grab on the left. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Underwood. He's moving out of the pocket. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Fielded in the end zone, it's Wallace. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. The give to the back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.